Hi and welcome to Fabricville. Today we're going to make this wrap skirt, which is a super easy project. I chose to make it in this beautiful brown velvet. To make the skirt, we're going to need the Burda 6733 pattern, scissors and pins, a piece of chalk, a safety pin, a measuring tape, basting and regular thread, interfacing, some velvet fabric, and a piece of fabric to protect the velvet while ironing. To start, I lay the pieces of pattern on the fabric, I pin, then I cut. And I transfer the pattern marking using the piece of chalk. I finish the edges of the skirt with a zigzag stitch. And I cut the facing pieces in interfacing. Then I fuse them. To start the assembly, I lay the front pieces of the facing on the back, right sides facing, and I'm going to stitch the left lateral edge, then the right edge, leaving an opening between the markings. I stitch, then I press the seams open. Now I form the darts. I pin and stitch them. There are 2 darts at the back and 1 on each piece of the front. Then I press the darts turned to the center. And I lay the fronts on the back and I stitch the lateral sides, leaving a hole between the markings at the right side. And I press the seams open. Now I'm going to make the skirt ties. I place a safety pin at the end of the tie piece and I fold it right side inside, and I'm going to stitch around the band, leaving one end free. I trim the seam allowances, then I pass the safety pin through the tube to turn the tie right side out. And I press the ties covered with some cotton fabric. Now I fold the bottom hem of the skirt up 4 centimeters and I press. And I also press the front edges up 1.5 centimeters. Next, I place the ties at the top edges of the front, 1.5 centimeters below the waistline. The long tie goes to the left and the shorter one goes to the right side, and I baste them. Now I'm going to make the belt loops. I fold the edges of the band to the center and I press. Then I fold the band in 2 and I press again. Then I top stitch close to each long edge. I cut the band in 4 pieces. I serge one end of each piece with a zigzag stitch, and I press the loops with one end turned to the inside. Now I'm going to place the belt loops. Here I have the lateral seams with the right one having a hole, and the belt loops will be on the left seam, the center back, and the back darts. And I baste them. Then I lay the facing on the skirt upper edge, right sides facing. I pin the edges and I stitch, then trim the seam allowances. I turn the facing right side out and I press it. Now I hand stitch the facing to the lateral seam allowances and to the darts to keep it in place. To finish, I hand stitch the front edges and the bottom hems. I want invisible hems, so I only catch a few threads from the wrong side of the fabric. Please watch Fabricville's invisible hem tutorial if you need help for this step. And our skirt is finished. To wrap the skirt, I pass the left tie in the right side's hole and through the back belt loops. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thanks for watching.